So in this session, I will be discussing regarding this networking with the industry or word of work for project work. Actually, in these 2 days, we are using the word industry or word of work. Word of work means any place where some economic activity is going. यहाँ पे कुछ लेन देन in terms of your economic activity is going on. So we call that word of work. Not only that, we very big industry. We are talking only very big industry, but even small enterprises, the people who have small ventures, small units, we can also have interaction with them. We can have some good projects from them also. So that is why we call word of work. First of all, I will be discussing why networking is required with word of work. You all know that mostly industry is not satisfied with our students. They oftenly complain about the quality of our students. Why? Because they say that the students are not able to work as per the industry's requirement. Whatever they have done, they are not able to do anything with that knowledge and skill in the industry. And moreover, the requirements of the industry is not fulfilled. So there is a big gap between the students being produced by us and the industry's requirement, because ultimately it is the employment which matters, that whether industry is absorbing our students or not. The quality of any institution or any program depends upon the employment of the students. If our students are getting jobs, our industry is satisfied, then we can say that our students are of good quality. Of course, sometimes demand and supply also matters, but if students are good, then they can make some that something in the they can do something in the industry. So we are to prepare our students as per the industry's requirement. Students not totally aware of their job functions in industry, because majority of our institutions do not have much interaction with the industry. Neither students are exposed to the industry, nor majority of our teachers, including me, we are not also exposed to the industry. That what type of industry is there, what are various job functions in the industry, because when we talk about the industry, they have different functional areas. Yesterday also I have discussed that in a very good industry, there may be one design and drawing section, or maybe some your R&D section, or your that marketing and sales, then some manufacturing production or development of software, and then we have some repair and maintenance, then quality management. So so many functional areas are there depending upon the nature of the industry. So students do not know that what are their role in the industry, what they will be doing in the industry, because our students are doing only mostly institution based projects. So soft skills are missing. Soft skills like leadership, handling of workers, communication, interpersonal relations, teamwork are missing, because when the students are put in the industry, they have to work in team. Then individually students may be good, but when they are put in the teams, they are not able to work. And we have seen that many students, they come back from the industry because they are not able to adjust in the industrial scenario. They are not able to work with others. They are not able to communicate with others. Then handling of their workers. So all these qualities are missing in our students, because these are the things which cannot be dwelt in the students through some lectures or only books, but they should be also exposed to some experiential learning. Then curriculum does not meet expectations of industry. In some institutions, curriculum are obsolete. They have not revised their curriculum from last 5 to 10 years. So there is a gap between the curriculum which we are teaching and the requirements of the industry. And one very important thing is majority of our technical teachers have little industrial experience. Now even AICT had made it compulsory that new inductee teachers, they should be exposed to the industrial working, maybe around 1 month and more. So because we just teach our students theoretically, so we should be exposed to the industrial scenario. Then latest practice in industry not known to teachers and so to the students, because majority of us are not going to the industry. We are not having much interaction with the industry, so we do not know what are the latest practice being adopted by the industry, and we are not able to relate our theoretical instruction with the practical applications. If I am teaching a subject on concrete technology or irrigation engineering or that water supply, because I do not know that what I am teaching, how it will be applicable in the world of work, actually in the field. And moreover, you must have heard around about the many uh, surveys, like one NISCOM surveys has been done, and many more associations. They have surveys whether our to what extent our technical students are useful to them. According to one NESCOM survey, that only 20 to 25% students are useful. They are suitable for the jobs, employment. 20 to 25% are getting the jobs with some training, and around more than 50% students are not at all. They are not fit for the industrial jobs, because they just have that uh, mugging the that your subjects and then just rewriting in the uh, exam. They may be having very good CGPA or percentage, but when the industry have their that interviews, or they have come for campus placement, or students prepare for the that job placement, then they are not able to crack those uh, interviews. So we will have to think that how we can make our projects, our industrial training more industrial oriented. So here I am using the term networking, networking with the industry. Can any one of my friend that what you understand by the networking with the industry or with the world of work? Anyone please? Because some of you must be having some interaction with the industry, and I would like to just that whatever idea. Yes.
Sir, what I feel, sir, there should be interaction between industry and institute. So, institute should know what is going on. according to that, our curriculum should change. So what we do, sir, in our polytechnic, we arrange industrial visits of students and call industry experts for giving the expert lectures. So in this way, we try to try the bridge gap between the industry and institute. So that I feel that is the one type of networking, sir.
Very good, sir. That you are interacting with the industry, you are taking some inputs from them. Yes, Madam Nans Syami or Shyam. Yes, Mr. Devendra Gupta ji.
Yes, sir. Same point I have to tell you. The industry persons are involved in the development of project at various institutions.
Industry is involved.
Yes, sir.
Only only for that curriculum development or for you are also doing something for them. Yeah.
They are involved at various stages like development, then testing, then implementation. They guide, basically, they also guide various stages. At various stages, they
Hello.
guide at various stages how to improve or how to make efficient.
Okay. Thank you, Vinder ji. Yes,
Thank you.
Madam, Mr. Sandeep Moria. Or
Hello.
yes, please just wait, just wait. Yes, Mr. Sandeep Moria, you want Sandeep, you want to say something? Or Madam Syami? One of my friend has written that teacher need to know what is happening in industry, then only he or can upgrade his teaching on par with industry requirement. Very good point. So that is networking. Yes, Madam Syami, you want to say something? I think why? Then Madam Archana,
Hello, good morning, sir.
very good morning.
In our college, in MBA purpose, we have assessment committee and advisory committee. In that, we are own person from industry, sir. Now, also sometimes the Bloom's taxonomy level is not attained with the case of our syllabus, so we can have some invited talk. In that invited talk, we are inviting the persons who are working in industry. So they have an exposure. The students have an exposure to what is going on in industry and how they will be go after their BTech or MTech. What will be their have job opportunity, what is going on in the industry, like that they will be giving some guest lectures in our course, sir.
So you
And
are
also
setting
MOU,
MOU are there.
MOUs are there in industry, MOUs are there, and also we are inviting the guest lectures in the invited the resource person from industry, sir.
Very good, ma'am. Very good.
So
सर जैसे प्रोजेक्ट से रिलेटेड या इंडस्ट्रियल ट्रेनिंग से रिलेटेड हर सेमेस्टर के अंदर इंडस्ट्रियल विजिट्स होने चाहिए सर जरूरी, जिससे कि हमें इसमें हेल्प मिल सकती है कि वहाँ पे किस टाइप के प्रोजेक्ट्स की जरूरत है, क्या प्रॉब्लम्स हैं उनकी.
That in curriculum, you want to say that in curriculum we should incorporate that there should be some industrial visits of the students, maybe subject wise. Then experts from the or professionals from the industry should be invited for extension lectures. Students should be taken for field visit or they should be sent for the industrial training, right? That is what majority of our teachers that think. Yes, Madam Syami, you have raised the hand. Madam, please unmute your mic.
Sir, excuse me, sir. Umrita
Yes,
Singh, sir.
please, boliye sir.
Sir, one of our participants wants to speak with you.
Yes.
Please, sir.
Myself, Dr. Sada from Government Polytechnic, Ahmednagar.
Yes, please, sir.
Sir, everybody talks about industry institute interaction or industry participation in the curriculum. But I think practically it's very difficult to implement because syllabus revision is done after every 5 years. And there are two types of institutes. Major institutes are say non-autonomous institutes. They have to follow state board technical education syllabus. Even autonomous institutes, they are having autonomy of only 20% change in the syllabus. So, how to involve industries here? Expert lecture and industrial visits is okay, but in field like IT or computer, every 3 months there is a revolution in the market, in the industries. So it is very difficult to cope up with the industrial scenario in the curriculum.
Uh, Sir, Joe, whatever you are saying, now it is more important even for IT and industry to interact because their curriculum is being changed. So it is very important for that IT or you can say computer industry because their technology is being changed every 3-4 months or 6 months. So we must take feedback that what type of software they are using, what type of software development is taking place in the industry. It is very very important for because the shelf life of the curriculum of that computer or IT related branches is we say that only 1 to 2 years. So we will have to be in touch. One thing I would like to say that your curriculum, you may not be able to change the curriculum very oftenly, but whatever requirements of the industries are there, you can teach those requirements above that your curriculum besides your given curriculum by the your department, by your technical education department, because if you will be following only the curriculum, then there may be some limitations. Because we have seen that because there is one PSO that is very very useful, that besides your given curriculum, you should also interact with the industry and teach those topics which are not given in the curriculum. Because if you will not be teaching the requirements of the industry, you will not be teaching whatever happening in the industry, then our students will not be able to get the jobs. I think you agree with me.
Hello.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Completely agree with you. This is another professor from Government Polytechnic Ahmednagar. Yes, this is Somnath Gore from Mechanical Department in Government Polytechnic Ahmednagar. I have some sort of different questions, sir.
Yes, yes.
Yes. Currently, sir, there is many, much more industrial gap between what we teach and what is industry is required. And Western world is quite ahead of in terms of latest updated technologies. And we often change our curriculums in, I guess, every 5 to 6 years.
Yes, that is minimum. That is time when we revise our curriculum.
By the time,
Should we?
by
Yes.
the time curriculum gets changed, at the same time there is new updated latest technology emerges. So, is it not possible to update? Upgrade our curriculums every 2 to 3 years?
I think because you are in a polytechnic, I think minimum 3 years one curriculum should go. Why? Because after 3 years, your students will be going out, right?
Yes, sir. Yes.
And in case of your undergraduate programs, after 4 years, students will be out. So after 3 years, you will be knowing about the status of your pass out students. Then you can review your curriculum. That is maximum is 5 years, but minimum after 3 years you can have your curriculum revision after every 3 years, because after 3 years you will be knowing that whether the students, whatever we have taught to the students, whether they they are employable or not, what were their deficiencies. That is why we call that curriculum evaluation should be done very regularly.
Okay, sir. Okay.
So if it is possible, then every 3 to 5 years we should revise this, because after 3 years your students will be out.
Yes,
And
sir.
in case of degree program, it is 4 years, because after 4 years you will be knowing about the your curriculum status, whether there were some problem in the design problem, some problems were there in curriculum design or in the implementation. So like that, after getting the feedback, you can revise after every 3 or 4 years, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But sir, what I feel is, in every programs like mechanical, electronics, computer, there should be some subject in which there should be one, I guess, one course. It should be in a dynamic nature.
Should we course on a
Course, I mean, particular course in mechanical program, it should be in dynamic in nature.
we say that our curriculum should be dynamic if because you are affiliated to the board,
Yes,
you are tier 2 type institutions, because the institutions who have that academic autonomy, they revise from time to time their curriculum, because sometimes when we are affiliated to the board or to the university, then we will have to go as per the that your board or university's curriculum. But if you have academic autonomy, you can revise your curriculum from time to time every year. If some, that is why we say that our curriculum should be dynamic, and there should be provision of the electives. Now, recently we are revising curriculum for some states, and we are giving program elective 1, elective 2, and then we have open elective, we have multidisciplinary elective, so that very big basket is there, so that as per the requirement of the industry, we can teach those subjects to the students.
yes, sir. Yes. Agree.
That is what we are at presently at NITTR we are doing, right?
Yes, completely agree. Okay.
Thank you. So, my dear friends, whatever we have discussed, that our students should go for industrial training, or we should invite the experts from the professionals from the industry, or we should take our students for industrial visit and like that. Dear friends, that is one way traffic, because always we are asking from the industry something, that they should help us in our curriculum revision, they should help us in the industrial training of the students, they should come for the expert lecture in our institution, they should allow our students for the they should allow our students for that industrial exposure. So my dear friend, that is, I will say that that is one way traffic, because when we are asking every time from the industry that you do this for this, you do this for us, then sometimes they are not responding. We want that this interaction should be two-way traffic. Two-way traffic means if we are asking something from the industry, from the world of work, are we doing something for the industry or not? Are we helping the industry? Are we doing something for the industry? Then there will be effective networking. So technical education and industry work in close collaboration for sharing their physical, human, and information resources for mutual benefit. So, my dear friends, I am saying that we should have close collaboration with the industry for sharing our maybe physical sources. Physical sources, when we talk about the physical sources, in physical resources, we have our labs, workshops, equipment, instruments, classrooms, all that is covered under physical resources. We, in institutions, we have very good physical resources, and industry have their own physical resources. They have their own equipments, machinery, instruments. Similarly, human resources. We have very competent and trained faculty in all the institutions, and in the industry they have their professionals. And informational sources, we have very good labs, we have very good libraries in our institutions, very good journals, and similarly industry have their own libraries. Can we share each other's resources for mutual benefit, जिसमें के दोनों को फायदा हो, mutual benefit, that both are benefited? I think then we can say that we have proper networking with the industry. And when we talk about the MOU, that we have MOU with such and such industry, then in majority of institutions that MOUs are only papers. So are we working as per MOU or not? Industry is responding to our requirements as per MOU or not, or we are going to the industry or not? So, my dear friends, we must have close collaboration for sharing our physical, human, and informational sources for mutual benefit. So, that is our networking with the industry. So, do you agree with me this, sir? Because when we were talking that what is the networking with the industry, then majority of us talk about that we have this type of interaction with the industry. We will have to think that if we need industrial exposure, we need that industry should come to our institution, then we will have to also show that yes, we can also do something for you. Then that will be your very professional as well as personal relations. I think you agree with me or not? Yes, Mr. Abhishek Chauhan.
Yes, sir. I totally agree with you, sir.
Because you know that majority of us that we are asking something from the industry. So at the same time, it is important that what we are doing for the industry, right? So we should have effective networking, effective interaction with the industry so that both parties are benefited and there is a two-way traffic. So for this, so how we can help the industry? So that is very, very important, because when we talk that we should also help the industry, we should also work for the industry, because majority of us think that we are preparing students for them. Of course, we are preparing students for them, but that is our requirement, that we will be preparing the students for the industry. But
Sir, I have a
because,
question, sir.
yes, please.
Sir, how to improve the networking with the industry in case of, I am saying, the government institutions? As we know that private institutions have more resources and they can independently spend the financial things, so that they have better interaction with the industry people. They can easily organize the seminars, conferences, and spend the funds as per their will. But in case of government institutions, we have to take the permissions and we have limited resources. So how we can improve the networking in case of government organizations as compared to the private organizations?
Very good question, Mr. Abhishek. When we talk about the proper networking with the industry, there is no dearth of the finances. Finance is not a problem. Only your willpower is required. I can give so many examples where the teachers from government institution They have worked for the industry. Of course, some permissions are required. That is our, I am not saying that we should not follow rules and regulations. Rules and regulations are there, but only the thing is that the whether you have willpower or not. How that willpower? Like how many industries, because we want that we do not want to come out of our that comfortable zone. We will just take the lectures, take the sessions, and some practical, and there ends the story. When I talk about the industry institute interaction or networking with the industry, there is so many opportunities from our AICT. There so many funds are available under UGC, under your even government departments. They are giving a lot of funds where you can take projects of the from DST or AICT, and for making your industry institute effective, AICT is also giving a lot of funds. Only thing is that we will have to go to the industry. Maybe I generally say that if you have 5-6 teachers in one department, okay, and if one teacher visits only one industry in one semester, can we visit one industry in one semester? Is it possible, Mr. Abhishek?
No, sir, no.
Not possible. Even one industry in in semester.
No, sir, it's possible. I just want to give, sir, one example that I want our institute want to sign a MOU with some industry, and the process for passing that MOU from our higher authorities is very difficult in case of government institution. You have to take many approvals from the one office to another to get it signed. But in case of private institution, there is no such issues. They can sign it with at any time, maybe in 1 day or 2 day, they will take. But in our case, we have to take many approvals from the higher authorities, and almost 3 to 4 months are required to get MOU approval from some institution. So
You are
this,
from that regional center at a Sharpur?
yeah. Yes, sir. So we are from regional center. First, we have to take the approval from our committees. Then we have to take approval from the higher authorities.
From Punjab University, Chandigarh.
Yes, yes,
You are vice
yes,
chancellor.
yes,
I
yes.
think, Abhishek, I am not that saying that we should not follow the processes. Process is there, but only thing that we should start the process early. That at the nick of the time, we say that you just submit today the application and tomorrow you are allowed. Sometimes there, because government has their own limitations and private colleges their own limitations. Limitations are there. I don't want to say on this regard because every institution has some limitations, and we will have to follow the process, whatever rule and regulation at even NIEEE at Chandigarh, we will have to follow that rule and regulation, follow the process. But only thing is that if you want that uh, today you submit the application and tomorrow it is allowed, sometimes it is not allowed because everybody will have to follow the process laid down by our, because there are so many offense. But you also know that because there is something if something there may be some teachers who misuse it, you know. So due to that, you will have to follow that process. Only thing is that you will have to be proactive. If you want that uh, you want to go to industry in next semester, then at least you can start that in the previous semester. You can start that process. If because there are proper guidelines are there, every institution has given the proper guidelines that how, but only thing you will have to follow those guidelines. I will never say that you don't follow those guidelines, because every institution is answerable to our income tax payers, that we should not misuse our funds. Sometimes, I am saying sometimes people are there who misuse these things. So, but only thing you should have willpower. If you want to, you have summer vacation, you have winter vacation, can we plan some visit to the industry? That yes, in this summer vacation or winter vacation, I will be having that MOU or I will be visiting such and such industry. If 5-6 teachers are there in one semester, you have contacted 5-6 industries, then every semester, if it is not possible in one semester, you can have in 1 year one industry. But you will have to interact, you will have to visit the industry, you will have to make the professional links with the industry. It is very good for your growth as well as your institution growth. Because when I visit the industry, I know many things. It will be very, very beneficial for your growth, for the individual teacher's growth also. I think you agree with me? Okay. So, how we should help the industry? How we can have two-way interaction? That is, one is offering continuing education programs through formal and non-formal modes for people working in industries at different levels. Any institution is there who is offering some continuing education programs for the industry people, maybe formal, maybe 1 day program, maybe 2 day program, maybe 1 week program, like we have this FDP. Can we offer these type of FDPs, that is continuing education program, for the people from the industry? But for that, we will have to work, we will have to identify, we will have to tell the industry that, see, this type of institution is there who can help you. If you have a strength in CNC machines, so many people in the industry do not know about the CNC machines, computerized. Or there are so many modern techniques which you may be having that equipment or you may be having competency in that field. Can you offer 1 day program for the people working in the industry? Any institution doing it like this? Anything? Any institution? Are we offering some programs for the industry? Industry means whatever word of work from civil, mechanical, electrical, electronics, computer.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, Jayashree.
Yes, sir. What happens, sir? In our curriculum, in the 4th semester, there is industrial training.
Okay.
So industry people, what they do, whatever work they are doing, they involve our students in their work, sir.
Whatever they are doing, they involve. That is.
In this way, we help industry to do their work, sir. Our students work on their projects, on their products in industrial training, sir.
Very good. That is project work. That is live project work from the
industrial training.
In the industrial training.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But here I am saying that, do you offer? You are from which branch?
Electronics, sir.
Electronics. Can you have 1 day program on semiconductors for the people working in the industry? Because this is semiconductor is the mission of Government of India.
Yes,
and people are not trained in semiconductors.
Sir, what we have done, sir, for NBA purpose, we have formed one departmental advisory board. In that, 2 industry people we have appointed, and they give suggestions to us what our students should be do for industrial exposure, and accordingly we try to help them also, sir.
Yes, that is what you should plan, because you have 5-6 departments. Can, depending upon your strengths, can we plan 1 day program, 2 day program for the industry people as per their requirements, and depending upon your strengths. You may be having some strengths that you have very good lab in semiconductor, in your PLC, or in like that in power electronics.
Yes, sir.
Can
We will try to
that
do that, sir. Yes, we will try to do that, sir. Yes, sir.
that is how we will having two-way interaction,
Yes, yes, sir. Means industry should be helpful to institute and institute should be helpful to
helpful
industry.
to that is what I am saying.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Mr. Abhishek, Mr. Abhishek Chauhan,
Yes.
can
Yes.
you think like this?
Yes, sir.
Because you are at Hoshiarpur and their nearby industry is very good, that pulp and paper industry is there and so many. Can you think that some very, you have CNC machines?
CNC machine. So no, we don't have CNC, sir.
Whatever you strength you have, you give 1 day program for the industry people.
Okay, sir.
You will have to plan. You will have to not just today you float the program and tomorrow people will come to you. You will have to follow the process. Suppose you want to offer this program, you start from today and maybe next semester you do that program. You will have to go to the industry. You will have to tie yourself so that people know that such and such institution is there and a such and such person is there who can help us. That is how we will have to interact, right? Yes, Mr. Rajesh.
Hello.
Yes, please बोलिए.
Am I audible, sir?
Yes, yes,
Sir, this is Somnath Gore from Government Polytechnic Ahmednagar.
yes, please.
Sir, I have one question.
Yes,
There are many government polytechnics which are located in the rural areas, and such institutions are not usually not surrounded by the industries. There may be few industries, and as a result of that, our students faces industrial exposures. I mean, there is a lack of industrial exposures. So, in such scenarios, how to mitigate these problems?
very good question. Do you know about this BITS Plani? Have you heard the name of BITS Plani?
Yes, sir. BITS planning, I guess it is located in the Bombay.
Yes. Is there a nearby industry? Is there near that institution?
I don't have any idea.
No industry is there nearby, but they have made they have prepared the network with the industry all over India.
Okay.
So that should not be the limitation that we do not have that industry, but you will have to don't think very big industry. Maybe small enterprises may be there.
Yes, sir.
From which branch you are there?
In production department, sir.
Which one?
Production department.
Production department. Because for production department there may be so many workshops in nearby in 50 to 100 kilometers. Can you connect with them that what requirements are there, what type of students should be prepared, that they can get some that training in your institution, they can get some employment in their industry.
Yes.
You will have to explore. How many industry you have visited till now?
So there are currently 8 to 10 industries.
8 to 10 industries.
Yes.
So you should tell your strengths also, that this type of strength we have, can we have that collaboration, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, thank you.
Okay, sir.
Anyone else? So then second is solving industrial problems through action research, consultancy project and students project one. That is our majority of friends are saying that can we solve small industrial problems, may not be very big problem, small problem through our action research, through our consultancy project work, because some of our teachers may be having their own strengths that yes, I can take this type of consultancy project works. like at NITT at Chandigarh, when we talk about this offering continuing education programs, we are offering so many programs for the working people, for the professionals in the industry. In Chandigarh, recently, Chandigarh administration has recruited their SDOs and Js in the Department of Electrical Engineering, in the department of that engineering department, PWD, B&R, and public health, and there that professionals, that SDOs, SDs, and Js, they were sent for training to our institution. Of course, some payment was made, because for industry, payment is not problem. They are ready to pay, but only thing is that some value addition should be done. And so many examples they are there for which we have done for the industry. We are helping our industry people, our professionals from the industry, by offering some continuing education programs. Similarly, in this solving industrial problems consultancy project work and students project work, our so many teachers, they are giving consultancy to that MCD, then MCC, Municipal Corporation of Chandigarh, then we are giving help to Punjab state, Haryana state, J&K state, then HP state. So many projects are there which our faculty is handling and helping the industry in solving their small problems. Even our ME students, they are taking live projects from the industry for solving their problems. Then there are a lot of scope of testing of materials and calibration of industrial instruments. A lot of scope is there. At NITT at Chandigarh, we are having a excellent labs for testing of materials, calibration of industrial instruments, and we are also training the manager in different human resource development areas in the emerging areas. These are some of the examples that how we can help the industry. So that, because when we are helping the industry, then they are also come forward to help our students, to our faculty. Yet, yes, we will be there for training your students, for giving project works to the students. So I request all my dear teachers that to the extent possible, under your rule and regulations, whatever you have, can we help the industry? Can we have some networking with the industry? Because if we will be having this type of networking with the industry, then they will be happily giving training to our students. They will be coming for that expert lectures. They will be allowing us that visit of the students, giving some live projects from the industry. So that is how we can help the industry. Okay. Then how industry will help our technical institutions. So industry should also help, like for the curriculum development, because curriculum development is very important. Because here, when we revise the curriculum, we should try to incorporate the requirements of the industry. Whatever their requirements are there, that this type of technology may be taught, this type of some lab should be established. Sometimes what happens, that if some particular industry is saying that you please give training to the students on this particular software, or you should train the students on this particular instruments, can we request that industry, that can you to begin with, you give training to our students on that particular software, so that our students are trained and you are benefited. Similarly, if you have some labs which are not existing in your institution can we send our students maybe in small batches for that performing the experiments, for that practical exercises. So industry will have to support our curriculum development, then training of teachers and students in industrial processes so that theory is integrated with practice. As we know that majority of our teachers do not have industrial process do not have that industrial exposure, so we must be trained that our theory is integrated with practice. That theory is integrated with practice. Assist technical institutions in implementing industry-based projects. So, when we talk about the industry-based project, then industry should help us so that we can take live projects from the industry. Then professional management of the institution, like Mr. Rajesh was saying, that professionals from the industry are there in their board of management or board of governors, who tell them that what are the requirements of the industry, so that our institutions are professionally managed. And they should also come for some expert lectures, professionals from the industry for delivering the lectures in the emerging and thrust areas. That is how we can have networking with the industry. So that is what our thinking is there, and some institutions are also doing that because this is not just on papers. That is actually happening in many institutions. Then, so that is how we can have proper networking with the word of work. On one side, our technical institutions are there, and on the other side, word of work is there. So, sharing expertise for curriculum development and instruction resource development, then sharing physical and human resource technical manpower development through formal and non-formal programs, then organizing seminars and conferences in emerging areas, and sharing expertise for solving technical and management problems. That is how, because when we talk about this networking, word of work is on one side and technical institution is on the other side. Because majority of technical institutions are having just like a ordinary degree colleges. They do not have interaction with the industry, with the word of work. Just like we are teaching subjects in BA, BCom, like that, they are just teaching those subjects, and that is why our students are not fit for the industry jobs. Because when we talk about the private sector or public sector, they want that our students should be competent. They should be able to do something in the industry. And there is a lot of emphasis that our students should be sent for the internship or the industrial training, so that our students, even now that our so many apex bodies, they are giving a lot of emphasis on these project work, on these professional trainings or industrial training or project oriented professional trainings. So we should have proper interaction with the word of work. So we are here proposing one model that we have that effective networking with the industry for mutual growth and development. Here, one we call in that semester one is academic term and second is work term. So how we can materialize that model? Actually, in this model, we propose three types of industrial exposure or industrial interactions. One thing in the that we say, because and in many institutions it has already started. In Haryana state, we have already implemented this. That first of all, we should have structured and supervised exposure oriented workbench involvement of students of 2 to 3 weeks or 4 weeks, depending upon the duration, after the first year of the degree or diploma program. The purpose is data collection or information gathering type of experience in all the functional areas, which motivates the students for further learning. I would like to know that what you understand by this structured and supervised exposure-oriented workbench environment. Structured and supervised. Structured means there should be proper planning, advanced planning, structured and supervised, and there should be proper supervision, exposure-oriented workbench involvement of students after 2 to 3 or 4 weeks duration after the first year of the degree or diploma program. I give an example that suppose students have passed first year of a diploma or degree program. In civil engineering, we have a subject on building material where we teach the students like that brick ईंट बोलते हैं जिसको हम about the brick, how brick is manufactured and all that. So if after first year we send our students to a brick kiln, that he will be going to a brick kiln and he will be seeing how brick is being made, at what temperature brick is being burnt, what is the earth, which type of earth or soil they are using. In one day, how many bricks are burnt, why there is a frog in brick, what type of brick kiln they are using, what are first class bricks, second class bricks and third class bricks. So if we actually show the students brick kiln, do we need to teach them that brick kiln in classroom? Because in the classroom we just show them that on the blackboard or in our PPT. But if we actually expose the students that brick kiln, that will be more beneficial and student will understand. Because when we ask the students that what is the brick size, they are not able to tell. But when they will see with their own eyes that, because this is being used by every that construction industry, everybody is living in houses. So what is brick? Why brick is red like that? Why it is not blue or yellow? Similarly, we are teaching our students timber, because these are building materials. Similarly, you can think of you are a student of electrical engineering there. After first year, can we send? I am not talking very big industry. That is just nearby their home. Nearby their home, that he or she will be going to a substation, because in every small town some substation is there. Can he or she just see that what type of transformer is being used, what type of cables are being used, what is the difference between 5 ampere and 15 ampere plug, that switch. So like that, if we similarly a student of mechanical engineering, in every small town, there is some workshops. Can our students go there and see that what type of lathe is being used, how welding is being take place, what type of welding is taking place? So many examples are there. Similarly, students of electronics, can he or she go to a small where some that electronics repair shop is there? How that they are repairing the electronics instruments, electronics gadgets. Or student of computer, can he or she go to a small computer shop where they are repairing that PC or laptops? Because there are so many students who have passed their diploma and degree, but they have not seen the actually that PC. How what are the components of a PC? So can we give such type of exposure to the students so that actually they have some interest? Students pass out their degree or diploma, but they do not know the basic things of our these books that our branch. And in Haryana, they have already implemented this very successfully. To begin with, they have given that they may have some institution based that exposure, but now they are sending the students for that industrial exposure. So any teacher from Haryana? Yes, Madam Parul Chawla.
And yes, sir.
Madam, are you implementing this? Because in new curriculum we have given this industrial training after first year.
We are starting industrial training right now from this semester, third semester. So this is my first experience for to taking the industrial training subject. So I just want to ask or need guidance from you. Then how can I handle my students or guide my students how they can explore their ideas or something? Means that give me an idea that how can I handle this subject, because this is the first time I'm experiencing this.
That is, I have told that how you can handle that student of a civil engineering,
Not
student of
civil,
mechanical, student of electrical, electronics, computer. So similarly, you can think about your subject that what are the that nearby industry, nearby world of work, where you can send the students for knowing that whatever you have taught in the first year to your students, that they must be actually shown. They must be exposed to that environment. That yes, but we are.
We have simple subjects like office management, like accountancy, business accountancy.
Acha, you are from MOP.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Because MOP, like there are some type of that MOP modern office, but some office is are there nearby. Every government office is there, right? So can we send our students there? That what is their office procedure they are using? How the files move? What is their criteria that these how they are taking their file in a like in a cupboard or like in shelf like that? You can send your students to some office, maybe government, maybe private, whatever subject. Because for this MOP, my colleague Dr. Meenakshi Sood, she has coordinated this program, and I know that she has done it very that about that they should be sent for that. I think you have one semester for industrial training also.
Yes, sir. Not first, sir, third semester.
Last semester you are
Third. We have
third.
6 semesters, and in third semester we are taking industrial training for the students.
Yes, before that third semester. So like that you can think of, and you can talk to me anytime for that. We are open. We can talk to that,
Okay,
right?
sir. Thank you.
Then after first semester, then we go to the second semester. In second semester, we have structured and supervised branch-specific task-oriented industrial field experience for at least 4 weeks duration after second year. Means before third year, but after the second year, because you have that summer vacation is there. So this exposure may be given in the areas in which students have already learned 2 years of their degree or diploma program, and this can be also linked with minor project work. So we have after second year, after first year.
I want to share some idea that in our curriculum of MSBT,
Yes,
for every subject, they have included one micro project.
micro project is there.
Yes, and in the final year, they are having, along with micro project, one capstone project is there. That is the major project.
Capstone project is there.
In final year, and in up to first 3 years, for every subject, there is micro project. So, purpose MSBT says that if student wants to join industry, some students, due to their poor financial condition, cannot afford the higher education. So, after diploma, they join the service, industry service. So, industry ready product like that, they say, if the student wants, they can join the service also. So, for that purpose, they have for every subject, they have kept micro projects.
Okay, so do you have a training after first year?
And no, after second year, in fourth semester, there is 6 weeks industrial training.
But we have now incorporated after first year, 4 weeks training, then after second year, means after first year and before second year, in between. Because now we have that NEP 2020 and NSQF. Because if the students want to exit after first year, then they must be exposed to some industrial experience.
Yes, sir. In new curriculum, that is done, sir. Yes, in after first year also, they can get certificate. On the basis of that, they can get the employment. So that is also done.
Yes. That is why we have included that as per NEP 2020. So we have given exposure after first year and before second year. Similarly, after second year and before third year, means in the after second year in summer vacation, they will have to go for that industrial training and they can exit, because now multi-entry and exit is there as per our new that NEP 2020. So we are incorporating all the components of NEP 2020 in a curriculum revision, curriculum design, right? So after second year, our students should be sent for that industrial exposure. Then these are some of the examples where our students go for minor project work, and then after third year, maybe in the third year or after third year, and that can be your major project work. We have given problem-solving oriented workbench involvement of students for at least 8 weeks, because in one semester we take effectively around 15 to 16 weeks. So about 50% of time we have given for that your that for major project work, or you can call it problem-solving oriented workbench involvement of students for at least 8 weeks. So here the students will be involved in solution of practical problems by students under the supervision of their teacher. So here that is very, very important that our students should be given in some that undergraduate colleges, even they have out of 8 semester, 1 full semester of training or industrial training or that project work is there. So that is also very useful. But in diploma programs, in majority of diploma programs, to give 1 semester, full semester training may not be possible. Although we have given in some that branches like MOP is there, library is there, like MLT is there. So we have given 1 semester, or even in MLT, medical lab technology, we have given full third year, 2 semesters for their that for their professional training. So like that, so that our students are trained with the uh, by that industrial training. So that is some example. That is how we propose that after first year, students should go for exposure-oriented work bench environment. Then after second year, students should go for task-oriented work bench environment. That is, after first year, you can say that it is just exposure to their relevant branch uh, processes. Then in the second year, they may be having some minor project type task, and in the after the third year, they will be having some problem solving workbench involvement. So that is how we have proposed, and in some states we have already implemented this uh, involvement of the students with the industry, and I am sure that it will be very very beneficial to the students. So that is what my dear friend I have discussed uh, with you for this networking with the industry, with the world of work. And if you have any question or any query, because and we have already discussed many aspects of that, how we can have that networking with the industry. So if you want to share your experience or you have any query, you are most welcome. Yes, Madam Parul Chawla.
Sir, I have one question that
Yes.
सर जो हमारा जो ऊपर नोडल सेंटर है जो भी है वो सर क्या प्रोवाइड करते हैं कोई फिनांस फैसिलिटी को इंडस्ट्रियल ट्रेनिंग के लिए बच्चों की
कौन सा मैडम?
कोई भी डिपार्टमेंट मतलब कहाँ से इनको मतलब कहीं इंडस्ट्रियल ट्रेनिंग इनकी करवाने के लिए विजिट कराने लेके जाते हैं तो बस का फेयर वगैरह कौन मतलब कौन उसको पे कॉलेज लेवल पे जाता है या अलग से कोई फंड होता है?
मैडम इसमें आपके सब इंस्टीट्यूशन में यू हैव स्टूडेंट्स फंड. Student lakhs of rupees are collected in the form of that students fund, students welfare fund. I think you can use that fund for that industrial visit of students to various institutions, or for that industrial training. I think for that you do not require any fund, because that your group of students or individual students will be going for that industrial training. And if your students are good, even industry gives some remuneration to the students. If
फॉर
they are,
विजिट ओनली फॉर वन डे विजिट फॉर एग्जांपल कि मुझे बस लेके जाना हो बच्चों को विजिट के लिए तो
हाँ,
बस
तो
का
that,
फेयर
you
चार्जेस
will have to take permission from your that principal, and I think sufficient funds are available at the institution level, or maybe you can have that funds from board. If you talk to board, they can suggest that how you can arrange that visit.
तो मीन सर मेरा कहने का मतलब ये है कि एग्जैक्टली अगर एक सब्जेक्ट करिकुलम में लगाया गया है कि थर्ड सेमेस्टर में बच्चों की ट्रेनिंग जाएगी इंडस्ट्रियल ट्रेनिंग तो उसके लिए पर्टिकुलर फंड की ये यूटिलाइज हो इसी चीज पे ही यूटिलाइज.
हाँ मैडम, वो आपके इंस्टीट्यूशन में प्रोविजन होता है. ओनली थिंग यू विल हैव टू एक्सप्लोर. You will have to explore your, because every state has their own rules and regulation. You will have to follow that, and you will have to explore from your seniors that how I can arrange this visit. Okay, thank you. Yes, anyone else? Yes, Mr. Rajesh, you want to say something?
Yes, sir. Sir, what we do? We arrange a industrial visit for 2 industrial visits for every semester. And then industrial training is there. We are having MOUs with 6 industries, so they also help. And we are having industrial training. So these 4 things we do. What additional work can we do, sir, for increasing the networking?
Yes, that I have that shared with you that how we can have it more effectively. That we also do something for the industry, so that industry will be attracted toward your institution. That is important.
Yes, sir. Our department has got NBA accreditation for 3 years, and we are applying for 3-year extension compliance in next year, sir.
Okay, you have already NBA accreditation of your program.
Accreditation we have got, and
That is very good. That is congratulations to you and your management.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
So, if friends, there is no more query, I think we have discussed it sufficiently, and I'm sure that it will be useful to you that if you follow some of these that we have shared with you, if we follow these things to extent possible, I think our students will be benefited. That is because we always think that how our students are benefited, how our students become employable. They gets the jobs for the purpose they are there, and they are good citizens at the same time, and they are useful to our country. So thank you very much, my dear friends.